In this video, we are going to study the formula. We are going to derive a formula to calculate the distance traveled in nth second. In the previous video, we studied about the equations of motion, and from using those equations of motion, we can find out the distance traveled in n seconds. You can find out the distance traveled in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, distance traveled in 1 hour, distance traveled in 24 hours. But this formula will give us the distance traveled in 5th second, distance traveled in first hour, distance traveled at 25th second. At a particular second of the entire journey, what will be the distance traveled? Now to understand this, let us take an example. Let us say that there is a particle and which is moving in a straight line. It is a rectilinear motion or a linear motion. It is moving in a straight line and it starts at t equals to 0 seconds. Now at t equals to 1 second, it has covered this much distance. So we can say that this is the distance covered in first second. This is the distance covered in first second from here to here. Similarly, at 2 seconds, we can say that this much is the distance covered in second. And similarly, if we keep on going, this will be the distance in third second. Now notice the words here. The distance covered by this body in 3 seconds, distance covered in 3 seconds is this much. Distance covered in third second is this much. I hope you are able to understand the difference between n seconds and nth second. If the question says find out the distance traveled in 2 seconds, so this will be the distance traveled in 2 seconds. But the question says if find out the distance traveled in second, then it will be only this much. From here to here it is first second, and here to here it is second. So this will be the distance traveled. So we are going to derive the formula. Now we know that the acceleration is constant, and let us say that the body started the initial velocity u and acceleration we are taking as constant, because our equations of motion are valid for constant accelerations only. So acceleration is constant. So to find out the values in nth second, what approach can we take? If I calculate the value of distance traveled in 3 seconds, and from this I subtract the distance traveled in 2 seconds. So distance traveled in 3 seconds minus distance traveled in 2 seconds. Distance traveled in 3 seconds minus distance traveled in 2 seconds. What will I get? I will get the distance traveled in third second. So this will give us the distance traveled in third second. So we are going to use this. So to generalize this, what we can say, if I want to find out, if I do the following operation, distance traveled in n seconds, complete journey, minus distance traveled in n minus 1 second, 3 second, 3 minus 1 second, distance traveled in n minus 1 second, what will I get? I will get the distance traveled in nth second. Okay, so we are going to use this. Now you know that to calculate the distance traveled in 3 seconds or to calculate the distance traveled in n seconds, we can use second equation of motion. Second equation of motion is x equals to ut plus half at square, where u is the initial velocity, a is constant acceleration. So for x in n seconds, we can write this to be, or I can directly write this equation in general form. Distance traveled in nth second will be equal to u. Now t is n here, distance traveled in n seconds. Distance traveled in n seconds, so t is n plus half a n square. This is the distance traveled in n seconds, this part of the equation. Minus distance traveled in n minus 1 second. So now the value of t is n minus 1. So now I can write it as u n minus 1 plus half n minus 1 whole square. So you have to do this operation. So you do it, this is the mathematical part, you can do it yourself. and this will come out to be, I'll directly write it and you can check whether you are getting the same value. This should be the value that you are getting. This is getting cancelled. This is getting cancelled. What we are left is with u. We are left with this and these two terms u and minus. I can take a common and I can take 1 by 2 also common. If I take a by 2 common, then what will we get? We'll get minus 1 from here and we'll get plus 2n. Try to understand this step. This is the term that we have. I am taking a by 2 common out of this. A by 2 common. So this term will be equal to minus 1. The inside the bracket it will be minus 1. And here there is no 2 in the denominator. So I can assume that it is 2 by 2. And if I take this 2 out, then it will be, what is left is 2n. This is what will be left. Do this, pause the video and do this, try to understand this step. So it will be, if I rearrange this, it will be equal to u minus a by 2, 2n minus 1. And this will be your distance travelled in nth second. So this is a very important formula. There are many numericals based on this in your regular course, and for the students who are preparing for competition exams, this is a very important formula. Okay, so till now we have studied 3 equations of motion and this particular equation to calculate the distance travelled in nth second. Now there is an important thing about these 4 equations that you should note. You should write it down and memorize it because it is going to serve you for rest of your studies. And the note is that the 3 equations of motion, all the 3, or should I say 4 equations of motion, the last one included, these equations of motion are vector. That means the direction of various parameters is important. So all the parameters, various parameters, what were the parameters? There was initial velocity, there was final velocity, there was distance travelled, there was acceleration. All of these all various parameters are vector in their nature. So this means whenever we are applying the equation of motion, all 4 equations of motion, we are going to pay special attention to the sign, plus or minus sign that we are going to put with them. It depends on the question and the frame of reference, and you should be very clear when to put negative sign and when to put positive sign with these parameters. So all of these are vector. So if I introduce vector notation in all the equation, then first one is v equals to u plus at. So in vector notation it will become like this. Similarly, x equals to ut plus half at square and the fourth, distance travelled in nth second, we just did it, u minus a by 2, 2n minus 1. This will be your vector notation of the 4 equations of motion.